Hello, my name is Tracy. How's everybody doing today? Great. This channel is about narcissists and narcissist abuse and having been involved with a narcissist and how you come away feeling like an empty person that have just been on a whirlwind of your life that you didn't anticipate. Because the narcissist comes off like they are this great person and that they have your back and they're on your side, but then in the end you actually see that they are just wolves in sheep clothing. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. These deceivers, these great deceivers, these um, animal wolf like type sheep acting behavior type of personality people. They are like so great, and where everybody is just in love with them. You like them, they make you feel warm and nice, and you're in their company and you feel like you've known them forever. And it's just a mesmerizing, taking you away type of feeling. It just feels so good that you can't get enough and that you crave to be around this individual. And so you keep putting yourself around them because they just seem like they're the greatest person. They have your back, they make you laugh, they are doing things for you. They're just really, they're really good at what they do. And you not knowing it, you're thinking in your mind, oh, this person is cool, they seem like they're just like me. They seem like a decent person, they seem nice, but they seem like me, caring, loving, and all these type of things. Because what the narcissist will do is emulate you. They will copy you. They will make you think that they're really one way when they really aren't that way at all. And you're not knowing that they're actually acting the way you would act, and they're actually stealing how you are and how you interact with people and stuff like that. And so uh, these things, which I believe are just the devil's children, Satan's children, but they're really deceptive fruit. And in the word, Jesus Christ tells us, he says to know them by their fruit. Can you pick grapes from a fig tree? Can you do, can you get apples from an orange tree? I'm just paraphrasing right now what I'm not actually saying what Jesus is saying, but this is what he was saying. Can you get an apple from an orange tree? If no, you cannot get an apple from an orange tree, and vice versa. You can't get an orange from an apple tree, right? But so when you're dealing with these individuals, you have to know that about them. You have to know that one day they may say, yeah, I'll loan you that $40. Don't even worry about it when you need it. And you could say, I need it Friday. They say, oh, okay. And so when Friday comes, you're coming to them thinking that they already know the agreement that you made, and they'll come up with something totally different. Oh man, you should have, I know, yeah, you should have got that from me Wednesday, because I ain't got it. I don't have it. I just don't have it. So when they are doing these deceptive things, you're picking fruit from the wrong tree. You thought you were getting fruit, an apple tree. You thought you were getting apple. It was all good, but then when you went to go get it, it was actually fruit that is on a thorny tree, on a thorny tree where you can't even get in no more, because it's like, dad, but we made an agreement and now you're saying something else, and then it's like, oh yeah, I ain't got time. That's on you. You should have been, you should have got it then. What's the difference between needing it Wednesday and Friday? You probably needed it Wednesday. You should have got it then. So they'll try to twist it up and twist your mind up and try to make you think like, oh, you're not smart. You should have been on your game. If y'all said I was going to give it to you and I had it then that was the time to get it. But you know you ain't smart. So they always try to deceive you in that way. So is this fruit good fruit? Is this tree good? Is this tree a good source to get something from? If they're telling you one thing and then you go to get it and it's something else. So that's what Jesus is saying. Know them by their fruit. Don't believe what their words are saying, believe what their actions are actually displaying to you. Are their actions up front? Are they reliable? Can you depend on them? If they're not reliable, they're not dependable, you can't trust that tree. And so that's how it is with dealing with the narcissist. The narcissists go on highs, highs, and then they go on lows, lows, lows. If they have something, if they have money, they're on this high. You know, they way up there. They're treating everybody. They're doing this. They're doing that. And even while they're treating people and feeding them, it's really not coming from a good place. It's not coming from their heart. It's not. It's just to try and impress the people that is around them in order to get those people to be supply for them one day. And so is this a reliable tree, you know, that they're up one day and then the next day they're down? Then don't get me wrong, you know, everybody has their days, and I get it. You know, we're not perfect human beings. We have our days. We have our up days and our down days. But with the narcissist, a narcissist, when they're way up, they're way up, and when they're way down, they're way down. So it's no middle ground with these individuals, you know. But if a person is just having a day, it's just like, oh, I'm just having a day. But you're still that same type of personality. You're still that same person. You know, you're not changing your whole everything. You're not doing a 65 degree turn, you know, or 360 turn, whatever. But you're not just turning the whole, you know, whole person of you around. The person that people are used to dealing with, the kind person is still there, but you just having a bad day. You're not, you know, things are just, you know, making you feel some type of way. But with the narcissist, it's not like that. Narcissists are game playing fruit. They love to play games. They love to play in your head. They love to keep your head ping-ponging from one side to the next. You know, playing this game, playing that game. Lying over here and lying over here. Stabbing you in the back over here and smiling in your face. Stabbing you in the back with this friend and stabbing, you know, and smiling in your face. And lying to you and manipulating you and telling you, oh, this person is talking about you. When that person is not talking about you. That person haven't said anything about you. That person haven't even mentioned your name. But the narcissist will make you think that this person is talking about you in order for you to be mad at that person. And then once you're mad at them, then the narcissist is playing you guys against each other. They're saying, you're saying this to that person, and they're saying that to the person that you're saying this about the person. And really, you're not. The narcissist is doing that to keep you guys separate and divided so they could just keep playing this game. And my stepmother was a master manipulator woman. She did this with me, my sister, and my brother. She kept all of us against each other. At the same time, she would be talking to me and telling me my sister and my brother said this about me, and they, yeah, don't trust it, and this person jealous of you did this person, and then she go to my brother, oh yeah, Trish, she's talking about you, and she be, every time she called me, she got something bad to say, but, and then the same thing she was doing with my sister, and so she was just like manipulating us really strongly. I mean, till we were just all at odds with each other. We all was like barbs, you know, like, you know, our barbs were out towards one another. Until like one day after I had gotten off the phone with my stepmom, and she was playing her manipulation game, and my ex-husband, he said, she's not doing anything but playing you, your sister, and your brother against each other. She's manipulating you guys. And when he said that, I was like, whoa, you know, and then it was like the reality of what was going on just came to my mind, and I was like, what? You know, because a person on the outside can always see what's going on the inside. You're in the inside of something. You're not going to see it. But the person on the outside, they can see clearly as to what's going on. And he said that to me, and I was like, wow. I said, are you serious? You know, and that's exactly what she was doing. And trust me, she had been doing this for years. I mean, years, just playing all three of us like we were a fiddle. You know, so she was showing what fruit was on her tree. No matter if I sat in her face and she's laughing with me, grinning, and, oh, you're my best friend and I got your back and I'm here for you. It was none of that. It didn't even matter no more, because her real, true self, what was in her root, was in her tree, and the fruit, that's what was really starting to show. And so know them by their fruit. And that's the thing about dealing with the narcissist. You will always, if you deal with them long enough, their mask will always slip. Because again, a wolf cannot stay hidden in sheep's clothing, because a wolf is a ravenous, calculating animal. It's not going to stay humble like a sheep is humble, and a sheep will go get in trouble, get stuck in the fence, get stuck in the gate, get stuck in the stickers and bushes. But a wolf is always calculating that sheep getting stuck in the bushes, getting stuck in the stickers, and the wolf is always cornering that sheep in so it can get stuck in the bushes, in the stickers, in whatever, in the barbed wire fence. It's calculating, it's moving you to get stuck. And so that's the same strategy and the same move that the narcissist is always doing to an empathic personality. Someone that's caring, loving. You don't have eyes to be wicked. You don't have eyes to, calculate on how you're going to manipulate or use or get over on somebody. Empaths don't think like that. Our minds are not thinking like that. We're not wired that way. We're wired to just take people at first value. At first value, we take them at that. And then for me, for many years, I was always thinking that people were like me. Oh, they're like me. Oh, they're like me. They're like me. Everybody was like me. And thinking that everybody was like me, I was around a whole bunch of vulture manipulating narcissists, Satan's children, and they constantly were taking advantage of that. Constantly looking at my fruit and just loving every bit of my fruit, of wanting to eat it up, and knowing that my fruit is good fruit and it's truthful fruit. And if I tell you my word, if I give you my word, I can stand on that word. So when you are coming truthful like that to a narcissist, that's how they sometimes keep backing you into a corner. Backing you into those bushes, backing you into the barbed wire through your truthfulness, through your good core, through your heart just being loving and kind and generous, and you're just a nice person. That's how they keep backing you in to those corners, into those barbed wire fence, into those stickers, in life. And so when you finally start to wake up from these vicious trees of rotten fruit, then you as a sheep, you as an empath, you as a good person have to come, have the Lord unstick you from the sticks and the barbed wire and all the glass that you've fallen into or allowed yourself to be harassed into. You are wounded, and now you have to ask God to heal you, to bring you back to your core true self, because being in that, you sometimes you don't like who you are, because people take advantage of you. They want to take advantage of me. So you don't like the core you of who God has created you to be. But in the core you of who God has created you to be is a beautiful being. It's a light being, a human being that got so much love in them. And that's nothing wrong with that. Being that way, that's a beautiful thing. But you have to come back from the barbed wires of where the wolf has pinned you up, held you up for so long, And so watching these channels and watching these narcissist videos, really helped me to come back to who God has created me to be. After praying, Lord, change me, because I knew that I could never change those vicious trees with those rotten fruit. I couldn't change them. And it really wasn't my position to change them. But I was sick, and I was whining and moaning and crying from all the barbed wires and the sticks and the thorns being in me. I'm hurting and crying. And well, if it wasn't that person, if they didn't do this, and if she would have did this and he would have did that, and if they wouldn't have did, I was on the outside thinking that I could fix myself, looking on the outside, and not knowing that everything starts with me. And everything starts with you. And so based on that, you have to ask the Lord, Lord, change me, change my heart. Yes, I'll forgive every one of these narcissists. I'll forgive them, Lord, because I, as a person, want to grow. I, as a person, have been stagnant in my growth. I haven't been growing because I've been moaning and crying and moaning and crying some more about what the narcissist has done to me, what I allowed the narcissist to do to me. You know, because when you're dealing with these rotten fruit, when they're rubbing you the wrong way, you have every right as an individual to say no. You know, no, I'm not letting you take me down there for the 99 millionth time because you've done this once before and I know your word ain't no good. No, you know, so it comes to a point where we as individuals have to start taking the responsibility for ourselves, and we can't keep blaming these wolves of leading us down a path where we know it's not leading to our benefit. You know, it's only benefiting them. So once I got that reality that I needed to change, I need to heal my heart. My heart needs to change. And when God had brought me to that reality, from that point on, and it's been over 6 years, 7 years now since I've asked the Lord to change my heart. And when I asked him in to change my heart, everything about my outside just started to change, you know. And so I'm a different person, and now I can look at that situation and I can take full responsibility for my actions and allowing that person to take advantage of me, pretty much, because that's what narcissists do. They take advantage of you. And so now that I know that I have power and that I don't have to give up my power, I can rest in my power. I can rest in my no's, and I can say no, and I can say yes, and I don't have to explain my no's, you know, like, no, I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. No, you don't have to explain a no. A no is a complete sentence, you know. So when I came to that reality that you got power, Tracy, you do not have to keep eating from this tree of deception, these fruit that are not right, you know, these thorny fruit that come to confuse you and make you sick on the stomach and just turn your head in a whirlwind and just have you in a anxiety fit, you know, just doing all kind of stuff that you wouldn't normally do if you weren't dealing with this thing or with these deceptive things. And the thing about dealing with them, you just have to know your no's and you have to have boundaries, you know, and I didn't know any of that. So, you know them by their fruit. They come on sweet, nice, kind, acting as if they're there for you, doing things for you, kind to you, nice to you, you know, and in the end, they are setting you up so they can eat you like their prey. You know, that's what they're doing. They're setting you up to eat, you know, to be their prey. So again, Jesus says, know them by their fruit. And one thing about the word of God, we can believe it if we're Christians. We can believe every word that he says. And Jesus is a father of the truth. He's not a father of lies. So if he's telling us to know something by their fruit, we have to know something by their fruit. We have to know them by their fruit. Even though when I was dealing with them, I was in the world. So I didn't know. And my narcissist was my stepmother, my sister, my ex-husband, and my stepbrother. So they were all people that were close to me, people that I loved, people that I thought loved me. So in that time when I didn't know the Lord, I just thought that, okay, this is my older sister, this is my brother. I'm, you know, supposed to be there for them. I didn't know that you can actually tell family members no. You know, that's how, you know, messed up I was. I didn't think you could tell family members no. It's just, it didn't feel right to me, you know. But now I realize you could tell anybody no if they are not treating you the way you want to be treated. I realize now that keeping labels on and honoring that person, even when they're not honoring you, then that's when you're supposed to take those labels off. Because if you're not respecting me and it's not reciprocal, it's not, you know, I'm respecting you, you're respecting me, you're not crossing my boundaries, I'm not crossing your boundaries, my no is no and all this. If people aren't doing that, then take the labels off. Is this my sister? If this is my sister and she would understand when I say no, or she would understand, no, you can't use me, no, you know. But if they're not doing that and they're acting as if like somebody in the world, then you have every right to take the labels off and see that fruit for what it really is. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I hope someone has gotten something out of this. I hope you can hear my heart and what I'm really trying to say. As people that want to do right by people, the narcissist wants to do wrong. They want to deceive you all the time with their wrong fruit, wrong motives, wrong thoughts. And as people of empathic personalities, we have every right to stand up for ourselves by knowing them by their fruit and by saying no. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and please share this video with someone else that is going through this vulturous time of being around these different personalities that are treacherous to be around. All right. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, and God bless and be blessed.